Hi, I'm Lexi Diamond, and I'm here with
ChicasMan.
and welcome back to the Late Night Tea Show.
Yeah. Lexi Diamond. What's your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie of 1990.
Nobody gives a damn! Unfortunately, we do have to know because it's 1996. So what's your favorite scary movie?
1996. Favorite scary movie 1996, The Craft. And it's not really scary. I mean, I guess it's not scary anymore because I'm an adult. But it's definitely like got some creep and horror in there of the supernatural kind. This was definitely a movie that I really liked when I grew up, just because of the fact that it was like feminine and it was like about witches and things that were like fantastical and just like, but also like really aggressive and dark, and it touched on like a few subjects that we might have not been comfortable with at the time. You know, there was touch on rape and like certain topics of the sort. So it did get serious while still maintaining a very fantastical sort of view. So, The Craft. I really like The Craft. What's your favorite movie of 1996?
Can you guess? Lexi Diamond. What's your favorite scary movie?
What's that?
What's Actually, funny you should say that because, okay, let me rewind. My choice for 1996 is the classic Scream. And I can jump back to this. Because this reference that we just did is obviously from Scary Movie, which, may I say, was the original title of Scream.
Scary Movie?
Was the original title of Scream.
Oh.
And it wasn't towards the end of the Scream production or Scary Movie production that they changed it to Scream. A tribute to Michael Jackson. I don't know, look it up. That's just what I heard. It's a serial killer. Well, I don't know about serial killer, but it's a lunatic who's obsessed with horror movies. So he goes around terrorizing all these high school kids. These kids are in high school, but they look like they're all in college. So let's use your imagination.
Come on, Hollywood.
Come on,
Come on.
guys. Get some high schoolers or something.
Got fucking Shaggy from Scooby-Doo walking around.
Yeah.
Walking around thinking he's in high school.
And Drew Barrymore. So the movie starts off with Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
Which the role of Sidney Campbell, which is the main character, was offered to Drew Barrymore, but she couldn't do it because of other projects.
Oh, she's a busy woman. Girl, get your money.
So then she just volunteered to do that small part in the beginning of the movie,
Which became iconic. Like, that's, I mean, when you think of Scream, you think of that opening scene, you know?
And a lot of the people that were involved in the production, like the studios and stuff, were worried about killing off a actor.
Like like just a random actor, or?
No, like wait, did I say it wrong?
Well, like an A-list actor.
A-list actor, yeah. Okay, whatever. Fuck me. I'll just shut the fuck up then. Anyhoom. Yeah, so she couldn't do that, so she just volunteered to do that at the beginning. They were all worried about doing that with an A-list actor, but it turned out to be the opposite. It's a classic scene, classic opening to a movie.
Iconic! Yeah, they did a really good job with that, yeah. Also, have we seen, by the way, I'm like, tried my best to like recreate my favorite character from The Craft, which that actress actually doesn't have a lot of like work outside of a goth dark theme, which is why we don't see her anymore, because this is really reminiscent, just like, I don't know, this is really reminiscent of what was going on during this time in the 90s. Everything was grunge and like aggressive and like punk, and so she just fit that so well that she kind of kept getting typecast. And so she's not around anymore, which is unfortunate because I thought she was a great actress. I think she made the movie.
She's creepy.
Yeah, she's creepy. Yeah, and I mean, sort of disappointed, but that's why I decided to dress up like her because I love her. Miss Erica.
Wait, I said Sydney Campbell. I think I said Sydney Campbell.
Yeah, you said Sydney Campbell.
Did I? That's not her name though.
What's her name?
I know her name's Sydney, but I think I mixed her real name with with her character's name. Her real name's Neve Campbell. Which she was obviously making money that year because she's in Scream and The Craft.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she was pulling the big bucks this year. So, and where's she at now? I don't know. But moving on, we touched a lot on Drew Barrymore's role. And that's only the first scene. So we move into the character Sydney, who is, like I said, the main character. And this is actually the anniversary of a famous murder, which was her mom. Somebody done killed her mom. Tragic. Anywho, Sydney gets the same phone call that Drew Barrymore guy, I can't remember her name, I think it was Casey in the movie, but she gets the same phone call, and she gets creeped out and stuff, and it just so happens that after this phone call, her boyfriend shows up that was in jail or in prison or something. So she gets a little suspect, and the cops are called. He's taken away to jail.
Avi.
Who does that? His phone fell. His flip phone fell out of his pocket. She got all freaked out. But he's later released because there's no evidence or anything.
They can't find anything on the motherfucker. So
later to find out that the phone calls were traced to her dad's phone. So now the cops are like, oh, it's the dad. He killed the mom.
It's
and
the father.
He's now killing all these high schoolers. Or so we're made to believe. Moving forward. This guy's going on a rampage, killing everybody. Kills the vice principal. Oh, spoiler alerts, by the way. You're welcome. They throw a big party, and this is where we're introduced to another classic line, which is the rules of a horror movie. Which are...
Never say, I'll be right back.
And?
Because you will never be back. And what's the other one? I don't know the other one. I can't remember now.
You hoe bag.
Right, that's what I was trying... Yeah.
Yes, don't have sex.
Yeah.
Stay a virgin.
Yeah. Yes.
Or you're kaput.
Because these kids are all in high school. Or so we're supposed to believe.
So then we have Billy and Stu, which are friends. They're all in the same circle. Billy's the boyfriend who got taken to jail.
They have an intense bromance.
Yeah.
They're like really close.
So then it turns out that, it turns into this whole blaming, everybody's like blaming each other. He's the killer, all in this group.
It's a mess.
Yeah, it's messy. It turns out that Billy was actually the killer. And Stu was his accomplice.
So they were both the killer.
But this whole time we were, as the audience, they made us believe that it was only one. But it was two. And Sydney didn't give a fuck. She killed them both. Like I said, she was making money.
Like a queen. Like a queen.
She said, not in my movie. I didn't even talk about Gail. Courtney Cox was a reporter. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's scandalous. She's all about this story about her mom, so Sydney hates her, but she's always following her, and she actually heard rumors that Ghostface, which is the nickname that was given to the lunatic. I'm just part of the cult following. This is what we wear.
Yeah,
but now looking, it looks like I look like the little cute character from Super Mario.
Yes. What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know what. Yes.
The little one that's like walking. It's like. So yeah, and then she hears rumors that this Ghostface guy is gonna show up at the party. So there she goes, being scandalous, and she like literally parks outside the house waiting for somebody to like get killed, just so she can get a story.
Oh my gosh, she must need some money.
So yeah,
she's that desperate. Mm-hmm. And that same actress who does the main character in your movie, like, did like a. I don't want to call her a supporting actress in The Craft because she wasn't. She was one of the main characters, but she did a really good job in both movies, doing similar but very different characters. Because in one, she's kind of the victim who, like, rises to be like the hero, right? In yours, and then in mine, she kind of turns into this like victim that turns into the bully almost. That turns into this like, evil person because she's been pushed around. And it starts like doing all this weird magical-ish. Both of them are great movies with some great actors. A lot of A-listers were in both of them, so I think these are great choices. I really like both of these movies a lot.
And just to close off my movie, in case you're wondering what's the point of the movie and why they were Billy and Stu, their goal was to actually frame the dad for the murder of they took credit for the murder of of her mom, but they wanted to frame her dad. I don't know, so that's it.
Because these kids are crazy. Because they were loners and they were obsessed with horror movies and they were just like, let's do it.
I think they were actually crazy. They're just obsessed. Yeah, exactly. What you said,
no, they were obsessed with this and they were, it's crazy, man. Be nice to everyone. This is what happens. I mean, that's only hypothetical, but it happens all the time. So. Just be nice.
And then 3-4 years later, we get. So that was my choice for 1996 Scream. Give it a look-see, Daisy. Mm-hmm. If you haven't already, I mean, I'm sure 80% of the population have seen it. But
I feel the same thing about The Craft because The Craft has just become such a popular, like, it's just a cultural thing. Both of these movies have been like part of American culture in the 90s, you know, like they reference those movies a lot. So yeah, if you haven't seen The Craft either, go check that out, of course. But these are our choices for 1996 on our 30 years of Halloween here at the Late Night Tea Show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
1997.
1997. Remember to subscribe and tell all your friends. Join the conversation in the comments section.